James the April Fool. It was a chilly 1st of April. The Fat Controller was in a bad mood. Some naughty children had let the tyres down on his car. "A bad April Fool," he muttered, and he walked to the sheds to brief the engines. "Where's your car?" asked Thomas. "Someone let my tyres down."
Why would they do something like that?
Quizzed Percy. "Probably their idea of an April Fool," came the reply.
Who's an April Fool? It's a day where people play tricks on one another,
corrected Gordon. "Well, be on the lookout for people who take the jokes too far. Remember when those boys fiddled with James's controls?" said the Fat Controller as he turned and walked away.
Pah, a lot of nonsense if you ask me.
Snorted James.
Well, no one asked you because you're just a silly breading.
Snorted Gordon. James steamed away, but Percy was worried. As James steamed along, he thought about pulling a big trick.
What can I do?
He wondered. He decided to go and see Percy, who was shunting trucks in the yard. The trucks were up to their usual tricks. Percy had just managed to get one lot moving when James came up. He hid in an old shed and whispered to the trucks. Percy chuffed back. He pushed and pushed and pushed, but the trucks would not move. Percy reversed for a second try. Trucks slipped their brakes off, and Percy shot forward. The trucks biffed the buffers. Stone went everywhere. It flew in the air and rained down on Percy.
Ouch!
His paintwork was dented. Percy felt sad, but James was laughing.
Don't play fools, Percy,
he shouted and ran out of the yard. Later, James was delivering planks of wood to Farmer McColl. Farmer McColl had just started up his tractor.
Farmer McColl, I think your telephone is ringing.
In a rush, Farmer McColl leant on the handbrake, which made the tractor roll out of the farm. Farmer McColl came running. James was about to say April Fools, but he could see Farmer McColl wasn't happy.
"Boy heck, if that tractor isn't stopped, it will roll down a hill and into Wellsworth Station. Oh dear me,"
cried Farmer McColl. James was horrified. He didn't mean to cause trouble. James raced down the hill to Wellsworth. James could see the tractor still hurtling down the hill. It was heading for Oliver and Toad, who were resting in their shed. They didn't know about the tractor. James shouted, but Toad and Oliver didn't hear him. James raced forward and shoved Toad out of the way. The tractor hit James, who was flung off the track. Edward, who was nearby, quickly brought the breakdown train. James was soon put back onto the rails. He knew what had to be done. He pulled Toad back onto the rails.
Thank you, Mr. James.
He then took the tractor back to Farmer McColl's farm and apologised. The tractor was not badly damaged, but James was badly dented. But he didn't care. He wanted to help his friends. He chuffed back to the yard and found Percy. He buffered up to him and shunted him to the steamworks to have his dents mended.
Thank you, James. Now we fix you, James, my friend.
Soon James was as good as new, and a few days later he went to Wellsworth, where the Fat Controller gave him a certificate for his bravery.
I don't deserve it. It was all my fault.
He wailed. Yes, but you put everything right in the end, and risked yourself to save Toad and Oliver. You, James, are a really splendid engine. Let's just say you were a April Fool.